Today we're going to learn a little bit about inchworms. Did you know that an inchworm is not actually a worm at all, but a caterpillar? It's a caterpillar that turns into a type of moth. Pretty cool, huh? The other thing about inchworms is they have legs at the front of their bodies and the backs of their bodies and not in the middle, and that's what makes them do the little inchworm motion. If you can watch them move along, it looks like they're just inching along. And that's why we call them inchworms. Today you get to make your very own inchworm. The inchworm is going to be made from a pipe cleaner and some beads. And you can add your own details, like I put antenna on mine. And then once you have your inchworm made, we're going to do a couple of things with them. We're going to sing an inchworm song, and we're also going to try some measuring with our inchworms. So the song is one you know before, about a little spider. This one's going to be about the inchworm. The itsy bitsy inchworm inched up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the inchworm out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the inchy inchworm inched up the spout again. Yay! Did you like that? Now for our second activity with our inchworm. We're going to use our inchworms to do some measuring. So once you've made your inchworm, find this paper in your bag. It looks like this. It says The Inchworm, and there's a little poem. So let's read the poem first. The poem is by Frank Loesser, and it goes like this. 2 and 2 is 4. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 and 8 is 16. 16 and 16 is 32. Inchworm, inchworm, measuring the marigold. You and your arithmetic, you'll go far. Inchworm, inchworm, measuring the marigold. Seems to me you'd stop and see how beautiful they are. So that poem is right down here. You can practice reading it with your mom or your dad or your older sister or brother. And then try using your inchworm to do some measuring. So here's what you can do. You can decide which things you want to measure. So I'm going to measure my whiteboard and a book and a table and a flower and my rug. And then I'm going to measure Willow at the end. See how big she is. So let's try this and see how it works. I'm going to start with measuring my whiteboard. So here's how you do it. Take your inchworm and line it up with the very edge of what you want to measure. And then put your finger on your inchworm's head. That's number 1. That's 1 inchworm long. Now keep your finger where the head was and put your inchworm on it again. That's 2. 3. 4, 5, 6, and a little more. So it's about 6 inchworms long. So here I'm going to write the number 6. My board was 6 inchworms long. Let's see how long my book is. Do you think the book will be bigger or smaller? More inchworms or less inchworms than the board? I'm thinking less. It looks smaller than my board, right? So let's try it. I'm going to put my inchworm right on the edge of the book. That's 1 inchworm. Then put my finger. That's 2 inchworms. It's about exactly 2 inchworms long. So in the box here, I'm going to put the number 2. Next, I'll go and measure my table, and then a flower, and then my rug, and then I'll find Willow and make her get measured and see how long she is. Which thing do you think on my list will be the longest? Do you think Willow will be longer than the board? Do you think a rug would be longer than the board? Which thing do you think is going to be the smallest? Do you think a flower will be smaller than a book? Do you think the table would be the longest thing or the shortest thing? It's kind of fun to find out. So make your inchworm, sing the song, and then do a little measuring. Have fun. Bye for now.